Bum-ba-da-dum! Howdy, welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. I'm Banjo Ben, your host here on the site that teaches you how to play banjo and guitar. But this week is Mandolin Week. Now, in the past, I've taught Jesus Loves Me on both banjo and guitar. I hadn't done it on mandolin yet, and I heard from quite a few of you that said, hey, we need the love too. All right, so here you go. You got two solos. First one's a really pretty one, a little solo piece that we'll get really expressive with. And then we go into more of a bluegrass version. What I want to hear from somebody is a bluegrass band put this whole thing together and sing with it. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? If you're watching here on the website as a Gold Pick member, you have everything you need. Just scroll down for the rest of the video lessons or the segments and the MP3s and the tabs, just like I played it. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, here in a moment, I'm going to ask you to come over to the website, BanjoBenClark.com. You can join as a Gold Pick member. Get access to all kinds of stuff, trust me. Let's jump right into this slow version of Jesus Loves Me on the mandolin. Now we're doing this in the key of G. It's a good singable key, so you can use this to sing along with, or you could just do it as a solo, an instrumental, right? But this first time through, in the slow part, we're going to be as expressive as possible, and that's not something that I can really tell you how to do. That's the whole point of being expressive, is you do it as you're led to do it. So what you want to think about is getting inside the song and particularly paying attention to the volume, putting forth the melody a little louder than the other notes, and then your tempo as well. Let it swell, let it lag a little bit just as you feel it. You can hear me do that in the performance if you want to reference that. Let's go ahead and throw up the tab here. Now you see that I have all of our pick strokes there, but I want to encourage you, those aren't real hard, fast rules. Because we're going slow enough where you could do almost the whole thing with all downstrokes, except when you get to those 16th notes, you might want to use some alternate picking on that. But I just do kind of whatever hits me there. But the biggest thing that we're going to pay attention to, because the notes aren't that hard to get, okay, we're not doing anything super crazy. What we're mainly paying attention to is playing it with taste and playing it well. And one way that we could do that is to let it be as cohesive and as legato as possible, meaning we want to hold these notes out till we have to release them. Let me give you an example. So here in the first measure, it's labeled measure 2. If I played it without paying attention to that and just played the notes, it might sound like this. Okay, that might just be a kind of a bluegrass approach to it, right? But if we want to play it prettier, we're going to hold down the notes until we're forced to release them with our fret hand, and it would sound like this. You see the difference there? So that's what we want to pay attention to. As we start there on our 5th fret, hold it down until you have to release it to play the 2nd fret. And that's our melody, so bring it out a little bit. Notice I still have my index finger down until I have to play the last open string. Then bar the middle 2 strings on the 2nd fret. Look, I have all of that down. Now, this Bigmon, Northfield Bigmon, it has a wide nut, a wider neck, so it's a little easier to get these kind of positions for me. But you try to get that as well. I don't bar with my finger pointing straight up in the air. I point back towards my right shoulder. And then release to do your 16th note run. When we get to measure 4, a big strum through, and there's our melody note on the high E. And let that kind of go through there, all pretty like that. And then we're going to jump up to a C position here with our index and our ring finger. And then I'm going to kind of slide down. Okay? I love getting that little trailing sound. And depending on how good a mandolin you have, kind of determines how well you hear that. And then, I love that little measure there. So the way that I have it written in measure 5 is just to slide up. But I also slide back down when I actually played it. It just got a little crowded in the tab, so I left it out. But that's what I like to do, is slide up with my ring and right back down. And then play through those 2 strings. So the whole line, and then we'll do the whole slow solo very slowly together later on. so pretty. We get some repeating here, measure 6. We've seen all this before. And then we have a little change here. And then again in measure 9, we're just thinking about holding out the notes until we have to release them. So this whole line. Now we're going into the chorus. Really simple first measure here, measure 10. Then we're going to do some tremolo, and we're going to grab that C position that we've already played, back in measure 4. And then we're going to jump up. We'll leave our ring finger down to slide from 7 to 10. And then our index finger will move up, but then we'll release and play the 8th fret with our middle finger. So we get this position. You might just want to practice. And we're going to tremolo. Now there's no rules as to how fast you tremolo. You can do it super duper fast if you want. I don't. I want to kind of have that relaxed medium tremolo. It fits the song better, I think. And then you can hold that out for as long as you want because you're controlling the tempo. We have more tremolo in 13. But I want to excuse me, measure 12, I get outside the melody a little bit. I just do that because I felt like it, okay? The whole line. Last line of the slow solo. We've seen all that before. Same tremolo. We come down for the C sharp, and in the performance, I slid into that. The whole line. Oh, that's so pretty. Let's play it all the way through slowly now. If you're a Gold Pick member, you're able to do that in the next video segment. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can come over to the site, be able to do that and learn the fast solo as well. Get the tabs and the MP3 jam tracks.